Volkswagen's popular 7-seat Tiguan Allspace has come in for a major refresh. There's new safety, design and technology. Let's take a closer look. Following in the wheel tracks of the regular 5-seat Tiguan, which received a similar refresh in 2021, the Allspace range sports new headlights, an updated interior and driver assistance system as part of this midlife facelift. Pricing for the 6 model lineup now starts $3,600 higher than before, moving as high as $61,690 before on-road costs in flagship diesel form. Here we're driving the second from the top 162 TSI petrol R-Line, which starts at just over $60,000. Under the bonnet resides Volkswagen's familiar EA888 2-litre turbo petrol 4-cylinder engine, matched standard to a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Inside, the Tiguan Allspace takes a gentle evolutionary step forward by adopting Volkswagen's latest operating and safety systems. And it generally, in terms of design, has really sort of cleaned up the cabin environment as well. The centre fascia is a lot less busy, there's less physical buttons and switchgear, and everything is really orderly and easy to use. About my only gripe from the driver's perspective is no volume knob. It's a small one, but it is an important one. Everything is wireless as well, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, wireless phone charging, super easy to use on the go and really legible in its presentation. We'll get into further depth in terms of the spatial layout of the Tiguan Allspace in later reviews, but this is largely carryover. So it's a 5+2 seat SUV with great proportions, especially in the first 2 row, and the 3rd row is great for occasional use as well. The interior quality and tech execution here is sound, with a strong Euro bent dotted throughout. At 4.7 metres long and 1.8 metres wide, the Allspace isn't pretending to be a Toyota Kluger competitor, and that's what differentiates it on the road. For me, the redeeming feature with the Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace is that size. At those proportions, it is notably smaller than a lot of the 7-seat SUV crop, and it really does reap the benefit of that in day-to-day traffic. Nippy turning circle, light low steering, and just a car that's really easy to manage, whether you're in condensed 3-lane traffic like I'm driving at the moment, or in tight inner city car parks. It's a really easy car to get to grips with. In terms of the driving fundamentals, this is very familiar. There's been no big wholesale changes underneath, and that's no bad thing. This is a really refined and really enjoyable little SUV to drive. Probably the most familiar aspect of our tester is its engine, the same 2-litre turbo petrol that powers a raft of VW products from the Golf GTI hot hatch to Skoda and Cupra models. But it is beginning to feel its age for refinement and efficiency. The engine combination isn't quite perfect. There is that signature DSG hesitation upon taking off. You'll notice when you really step on the accelerator, from a stop sign, from an intersection, when you ask for a little bit more urgency, there is a notable lurchiness and a bit of a pause before really getting power to the ground. But once you are up and running, it's a really nice, tangible drivetrain. I think more and more as engines get better, as competitors come up with hybrid technology, this little drivetrain feels a little bit elastic with the way that it puts forward its energy, but I think it's still, as a real world proposition, still works really well. We've averaged about 7 litres per 100 Ks today. There's definitely a sporty premise to all the key controls. As I said before, it doesn't feel like a 7-seat SUV. That's great from a comfort and ease of use capacity, but also in terms of driving enjoyment. You can throw it into a corner, the steering weighs up nicely, it has really great body control for a 7-seat SUV, and it handles all of its mass really well. Nice front to rear balance. It's certainly not a sports car, but it is an enjoyable SUV to drive. Never really feels cumbersome or anything else, and you can't really say that for all the 7-seat SUV contenders. The Tiguan Allspace offers similarly well-rounded after-sales provisions, with a 5-year unlimited kilometre factory warranty and the option of a 5-year care plan to take the stress out of servicing. A space-saver spare tyre is also fitted as standard. That is the Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace in a nutshell. As I said before, this is a real known quantity, this car, but the changes that have been made to its safety, its technology and its design do incrementally improve the recipe for the Tiguan Allspace. The competition has certainly caught up, but I feel like this is a really smart alternative to the 7-seat SUV set.